Greetings, traveler.
Let's watch it. It's an XQN game. Probably going to be pretty good. Tier 7, yeah. This is where the shenanigans happen. Dragon Alley, Murloc, Naga, Quill. So Zarjira is in, but no Sanders. Dragon is Ravager. Elemental is Slab. Murloc is Future Fin, so Future Fin maybe. Tier 7 Stealing with Tess. And then Quillbore is Sanguine. I mean, with Beastin sometimes, right? You do that. Okay, so he's gonna go Tess to try and steal, try to yoink. Shady, please watch the G 2020 game. Yeah, I mean, I have that. That's one of my more popular videos recently. You didn't watch all my videos, Victor? Oh, betrayal. No, it's fine. No, you can check that out. It's like when XQN first did it. XQN did the 2020 tech. And that was crazy good. But that was, I don't know, like 1 week ago, I think. All right, so we got just a turn 1 surf and surf. Not too much going on. We watched a beater game earlier of how he approached tier 7, and he played Cenarius and actually leveled slightly slower than we would normally think. But he just oiled for the first 7 turns. Now, obviously, XQN doesn't have that option, so we're going to see how he curves. And when somebody presents him with something worth stealing, I would say that's likely only after the first time warp, but maybe there's some weird stuff, but I don't think so. There's no brand to rob or anything like that. You're so sorry. That's okay, Victor. This is like completely a joke. Chef the Surf and Surf's pretty good here, because you might get a Reefer for pair, or you might get Lurker. Shell Collector's fine. See, when you Chef the Surf and Surf, I think the only bad outcome is you get the 2/1 Naga that discounts the next spell. You get the Seer. So chefing Nagas on tier 2 for me is like a very good feeling, because Reefer for Lurker kind of just wins. Getting a Shell Collector for 2 gold's kind of crazy, right? So it's hard to lose when you chef Surf and Surf, assuming beasts are out. If beasts are in, and same thing with chefing a Seer, right? Chefing a Seer also feels really good if demons are out. All right, so level chef, super good. Chef the Surf and Surf again, right? And he actually got the Seer. That does feel bad, because there's so much cool stuff that can happen there, where he can just get Thinker, he can still get the Lava Lurker, he could get a pair of the coins or the Reefers. Just a bit of a low roll, but it is what it is. Just tank it, keep going. So generally speaking, leveling on turn 5 happens quite often in this anomaly. It's tier 4 on turn 5. I do think that you can skip that if you have like a fantastic shop. But generally speaking, we also want a little bit of economy then. So trying to see if he goes over confidence here. Let's just fast forward. Nope, not interested. He's not even holding it for the next fight. I do that sometimes where I'm just buying the overconfidence for 0. But looks like he wants to save that spell discount. I'm always a little worried that the spell discount is going to be awkward, where I end up floating a gold and be like, I could have had an overconfidence for free. It's like that remorse, but I guess he doesn't expect to win next round, maybe. Okay, sorry, guys. The reason why I say sorry is we watched a beater game earlier today, and he also had an Elise. But I guess that's how the crazy games happen, right? Just roll Elise, forehead. Free rerolls always feels great to buy when you have Elise. It's a bit of a weird one to buy this one. Ooh, Elise on Tess is also disgusting, because if somebody has like a tier 7, you can hero power and let your last roll be the Tess roll, and then you golden their 7 drop. Okay, he needs some tempo here, so he is going to just push for the golden 4 drop. When we watched the beater game, beater played very slow on his Elise, and he actually made his first golden minion. He made that a, oh, look at there's a brand. He made his first golden minion on tier 6, so he got a 7 drop for it. Was pretty cool to see. But XQN in a completely different spot, right? He doesn't have all that extra oil money to work with. So just gonna need a little bit of tempo here to not fall off too much. So 1 turn on tier 4, and then probably just up. And hero power for that sapper, but that might be awkward on the money, right? It's probably better to just level. But yeah, at least with Tess is such a cool little interaction. That's a lot of crabs, but we're gonna win because of our deep blue stats. That is nice. Yeah, this feels like just up, right? Don't really have too many options there. So let's go next turn. If he stole the Sapper there, he's just going to be under leveled. He's not going to get the 7 drops. It just feels very bad. I don't think there's many shops where he wouldn't have leveled. Definitely golden reroll anomaly, but you could freeze that technically and just level next turn, right? With the reroll. Discover a 6. He's not going to lose. Wow. The deep blue is doing so much work for him. Not losing those fights is amazing. Could maybe just level now, yeah. I like that a lot because now we are just rolling and we're getting 7s straight away. So the fact that he didn't take damage is huge. He's going to trade for a 6 drop here. That makes complete sense. Rallic is out, but he could still just naturally roll this 4-5 pair. And now he has a Murkai next turn. So if he rolls this 4-5 pair, this anomaly pair, then he has a lot of rolls. And obviously with a golden Elise, that's amazing. Nothing insane to test here yet. The hero power is really more for later, where we can yoink someone's Sargira pair or so. Ooh, bad poison hit, so deep blue not enough for this fight. And end up taking the damage. Oh, it does get a ghost. Okay, early ghost. 2 7 drops is generally just amazing. Magic Fin, Discovery. He's just, now it's kind of just APM. He needs to go. I wonder if we're gonna copy anything. Yeah, I was gonna say Magic Fin is very nice to take there. But you could also roll and go for the golden with Elise and then copy the golden. But Magic Fin is so much money. That's golden Elise, so just like slam it, I think. You could also golden the rolls and play Murkai, but golden Elise is kind of nutty. Yes, Magic Fin spell here, but he's deciding against that. Okay, that's so much money. Okay, time to go. So eyes here, sell, play mycologist, buy the baller spell, infinite cash, let's go. So now he could level. He's gonna use the ballers for triples, I'm guessing, right? Okay, we missed some value there because we could have just opened the spell, but you gotta go, right? So when you gotta go, you gotta go. Future Fin is generally what they want to go for early. So keeps the Murloc, keeps the Battle Cry. Man, going for some really heavy stuff here. This is so cool to see. I would have such a tough time selling my mycologist pair when I have Bran for fear of running out of money next turn. But he does have that Murkai next to the baller for a lot of cash. Might decide against it, but I don't think so, right? He wants that money next turn. So looking for maybe more future fins here. Second Murkai is maybe not enough hand space, right? So, oh my god. It's so difficult to just make that call to say, oh, you know, I'm just going to sell my mycologists and then level to 7 this turn. And then I'm going to cycle through all these things. I'm going to keep my baller thing generator. And then I'm going to... Okay, gets 2 goldens here. Jesus, so he could run Golden Murkai now and have another battle cry. Time to already play a future Fin. Wow. It's just nutty. Yeah, like he just has to go, just click stuff. Like, how is your brain processing all of this in time? Okay. All right, and just like that, we have a buffed future Fin who is buffing a Murkai, and we're filling our hand with ballers. End of turn. Yeah, straightforward, right? The really big thing that turn for me is instantly realizing, you know, I got 2 Zargiras. I cannot be keeping 2 Magic Fins as well. You gotta go, boys. That is just, but it was like that, right? So fast that he makes that realization of, I gotta do that. Now, to be fair, in tier 7 lobbies, you rarely do run out of money once you are online. And with 2 Zargiras, it seems unlikely that he is not going to, you know, continue to have more money than he can spend, essentially. So just took the gem buffing there. I wonder if he's chasing anything regarding gem buffs, because I think he did have a Ravager and he does have a he does have a future Fin. I'm guessing he's looking for a lot of decides against the Zargira copies here, by the way. I'm guessing he's going to more favor the buff the future Fins here. Plays both of his Sanguines in case he triples, and he does. I guess he's really pushing for golden future Fin, but golden Zargira is obviously also nice. Yeah, just take Ravager because, yeah, we have to. We are going to need enough money to keep going here. So he's going to have to Zargira. I guess... Ooh, that panda? Maybe I could have used one Zargira on that panda. Just to make sure we don't run out of cash and we can keep rolling. You can keep the lasso for when he rolls the goldens. Could randomly get an extra one here. Let's see if he goes and uses any Zargiras here. Has a golden Ravager if he wants it. But he hasn't been able to buff his Future Fin like crazy. He's just going to play it, okay? I was curious to see if he was going to be trying to hold that Ravager in the hands for Future Fin, but clearly not on his mind yet. I think it's also just because he knows it's not big enough. Okay, he's going to make more golden stun trakes to just discover 7 drops. I don't think he really wants to play... Well, you could have stun trake in the hand with Future Fin. Is that good enough, though? I'm not sure if that's good enough. Man, I'm getting just like tired watching this and having to try to think through it. Okay, just gonna have a golden in the hands. Sell some shit. Man, like, you're not finishing that turn, right? Playing the golden Ravager does give him much better odds of not taking damage. So that's another upside here. Where through the madness, he's able to do all that and then also not take damage. Just because like, okay, yes, I have this Future Fin. Yes, I could be buffing Golden Ravager. What if I just play it? I discover a 7 drop. My Future Fin is not that big yet. He also had this Golden Stun Drake, which could maybe Future Fin, but I'm guessing his idea is I just want to use Future Fin to buff Future Fin. And then, or maybe gems, right? He also has gems, so he can use gems to buff Future Fin. Man, so much money. He also has this golden Zargira plus a regular Zargira, so... Okay. Found golden Future Fin, but that means he can't use Future Fin to buff Future Fin, and I think that's the plan. So, knowing that's the plan, we are looking to... okay, that's a triple, yeah. Okay, you'll miss that. I guess we are looking to move Future Fin to the far left, and then use just gems right now. There's 4 gems right there. Oh, honestly, that's not bad. You can Zargira that. Just golden it and get like giga gems. I think so. He buffed his gems so much. I think that's the line, honestly. Yeah, he's going to keep ignoring this triple because he wants to use the Future Fin on the board to buff the Future Fin on the hand. He'd buy 4 gems. I think he's going all the way here. I think he sells a unit even. And then he makes 2 with his big Zargira and then he triples it. You could also just rotate through it and just not care. Okay, he's gonna sell it. Yep. Oh, wrong order though, right? Oh, he's not. Oh, he's gonna do it like that. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, he's just gonna use all his Zargiras on it. Oh, he's not. Okay, never mind. So not comfortable using all the Zargiras on it. I feel like it wouldn't have been bad. Just because he's kind of running out of time now anyway. Well, that's Golden Brand. Look at me. Whee! Didn't go for gems. Have a Golden Brand now. Whee! Also keeps the Merc guy. Yeah, goes for the scaling. That's a little greedier because he's not playing base skill. Never mind. Okay, we missed the goldens. Who cares? I wonder if you ever just sell your regular Zargira to do more gem buffing next to your Merc guy, but probably not. All right, and now we have a 299 health, damage Future Fin in our hand, which we can then triple now if we want to and have some more stats. Or we could hold it for 1 more turn, milk it a bit more. But we are losing here. Now we are Tess. I don't know if the opponent did have something. But he's up 22 buffs on the gems. So that's a lot of specific plays where he was happy doing that. Gets the ghost here because he's a streamer. Which is sadly only half joking. Yeah, he is pushing for Golden Drakari because it complements this Future Fin fantastically. Which makes me think he might hold that Future Fin in his hand 1 more turn against the Ghost. Just to get the Giga buffs with the Golden Drakari. And then triple it next turn. He's going to play Aviator to summon. But he already has base skill, so... He's looking to summon something else, like Ravager? Question mark? Okay, got a golden base. Cycling for money now. We have enough gem buffs. Could end on Charlie, but then you have to cut your Zarjira. Or you gotta cut your Elise. Nope. I mean, Charlie with all the gem buffs and the Drukhari is not too bad. But not good enough. So impressive that he's not running out of money here. With everything he's done this turn already. Mycologist would... Ooh. Okay, so you have to sell that, and you have to make the Future Fin, the golden one, the rightmost. So you gotta sell your regular Zarjira, or you gotta sell your Elise. Because he wants to play Drukhari, and he wants to play that big Future Fin. So this is really like, yo bro, I heard you like Future Fin, so let me give you some Future Fin so you can future your Future Fin while you're Future Finning, kind of stuff. Because now he has Golden Drukhari, so this is gonna go really hard. That's 1800, right, on the Future Fin? Because it's like 600 times 3. So 1800 on the Golden Future Fin, which will now give like 5.4? So 5.4 on a Ravager. And he bought that tier 2 Murloc to summon the Ravager, but he had to sell it because he didn't want it in his hand anymore. Yeah, that's an amazing Elise roll, sponsored by Zarjira Elise. So just rolling the last Future Fin here means that he has 2 golden Future Fins. So I might just use Zarjira on the triples here. That's also his last chance. I guess he has Golden Horse here. Okay, he does find it first time. So that makes it less important to Zarjira this thing. And he has the Golden Cleave now. The problem is that he doesn't have... oh, wait! He could Future Fin... No, it's 8.k times 2 times 3. Oh, you're right. It's times 2 times 3. I think he's just going to Future Fin again now because he tripled it. There's the Aviator if he cares. No. Not getting the Zarjira spell is always annoying when you have this kind of board. Yeah, he played some ballers before, so just going to do it there for money. Like, ooh, free rerolls. I'll take it. So sold at least pretty late, but still above damage cap. These last few rolls don't do too much. I'm not sure I care too much to just spend the rolls here. Because we're not going to have enough money to... I guess there's Spellcraft there. Okay, found an Aviator. Maybe that's just it. Oh, I guess he's just rolling to make sure he doesn't lose too much time. Which is fair. Yeah, on tier 7 you can get the Zarjira Spellcraft as well, so that spell is pretty sweet. Yeah, so what XQN did was he rolled there so he wouldn't have to roll next turn, which is going to help him not run out of time. Which, you know, with Golden Bran in a tier 7 lobby where you have Elementals and Murlocs for extra economy, it's probably a really reasonable thing. So being able to triple that Future Fin puts it back into his hand, and now he can Future Fin to Future Fin again. And because he has base skill, he doesn't even lose too much tempo. He just doesn't have that Ravager getting buffed yet. So he's not going to lose. So he still has his damage cap, which means he can get now this Future Fin on the board, and now it can start buffing Ravager because it's 11k, right? So times 2, 22. So like a 60k Ravager or something, right? Roughly. My god. But just good luck setting that up, right? That's so hard to pull off. So now he gets that Aviator because the Aviator can summon the Cleave. So he can keep the Cleave in the hand getting buffed and then use Aviator to summon it. Just one of those things you got to know when you're doing Future Fin stuff. Because the Aviator doesn't specify Murloc. The shield is useful if he ever decides to just play the Cleave. He can also put it on his Future Fin, but on 17 health with damage cap online, I think we just greed the Ravager in our hand and then shield it later. He was considering whether he needed to buy armor there or not. He had extra rolls though, so it seems fair with Golden Bran. Might allow him to greed slightly more. Try to get a good battle cry here so we don't run out of money. Unfortunate. Hero power on Tess pretty good. I don't think we have to roll it. Then again, we're sort of done stealing, so... there's another base skill, which you could Zarjira, but it's just rolling. Okay, time to deploy the Aviator. Alright, he has Zarjira spells. Okay, that's a lot of money. We have golden... Oh, he's just gonna copy the poison this turn? No, he's gonna copy money, but freeze. Because he wants to copy the... an extra taunt. Helps him with the Aviator. Is Aviator not going on the board? Wow, okay. Oh, base skill summons Aviator. Okay, never mind. Right. There's no need to commit that. Smart. Very smart. That's why he's XQN, chat. Okay, we blow a poison out of the water here. Okay, we get counter hit, but it's not a problem. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got your base skill to summon your Aviator to summon your dragon. Duh. Everybody does that. Alright, he gets the win here against some poison. So you can really see how the... oh, you can... Alright! You shield that and you copy it. Do you even want to triple it then? You might just want 2, right? Oh, he's checking. Maybe he gets another one here from the 5 drops. That's good. I feel like you leave it in the shop. You just like take it and then you're fine. Yeah. 2 separate Divine Shield Venoms. It's kind of dirty. So now it's more of a base skill war type thing he does. We might just play this Ravager to say, let's not be too greedy. Base skill's pretty much always nice at this point. Like this, he doesn't summon a dragon. Well, he has pretty straightforward options to summon a dragon. Yeah, he's going to switch out of Tess now. People don't really have the stuff he wants. Ooh, shield is too juicy. So option number 1 is he just plays the dragon and he starts buffing Murlocs instead, which is very reasonable because his Murlocs have Divine Shield now. Option number 2 is he just plays the Aviator. So the dragon is being deployed this turn because damage cap is off. I would be highly surprised if it's not happening. Yeah, he's just gotta go. So he shields with the spell because he has the hero power. I do think he just plops the dragon on the board here. And then uses George. Yep. And now your future fins are buffing your Aviator. So you have a big Aviator, which can then summon other stuff. Well, is Aviator... It's only going to pull Aviator, right? So Aviator isn't going to summon more things. But your golden base skill will still summon a Bow Spitter. More base skills will definitely help. Yep. Yeah, this Aviator doesn't summon anything. Don't you want to get rid of the Aviator? I mean, he could play it. He could mutinous it. This is the thing where he's just getting to a point where he's building a board. He's not building a comp, right? So that Zarjira can easily get sold this turn to play Aviator on the board. And that means that Aviator can now summon a Bow Spitter, which means that your base skills can summon other Murlocs, like more base skills or something. So there's also Divine Shield Horse. Of course. Disgusting. See, that's what I mean, right? These guys are so good because they build boards. They don't build comps. Sure, they build comps in that they use the comp to serve them, right? So he just used Future Fin here to serve him, which was, okay, just help me get more buffs on my other Future Fin so I can then have big buffs in my hands. But now that he has a way to make big minions, he's not necessarily thinking, oh, this is my comp. He's thinking, okay, what would be a good board? Okay, I'll have a big Divine Shield Cleave Dragon. That's good. I'll have a huge Future Fin, which summons stuff from my hand. Sorry, I have a huge Aviator, which summons stuff from my hand. That's good. And, oh, look, I can make Divine Shield Horses. Okay, well, that's pretty good too. Because he's just looking to build a board that beats the other people's boards. And once you make that, like that click, where you're like, oh, okay, so I actually do just need to beat other people's boards. It's not so much about having a very specific board. Like that's like a shopping list, right? Of like, this is the ingredients to make Murloc comp. Okay, I just need to follow the shopping list, buy all the ingredients, and put them on my board. It's more like, well, how can I make a big board? How can I make a strong board? And this is a big strong board. If he wants to get stronger, he can even sell out of the smaller Future Fin now. keep the golden Drakari, keep the biggest future fin, sell the smaller future fin, and just he even played his big Bile Spitter from his hand now. It's already shielded, so I guess it's fine to keep it in the hand then. He can just play another underdog then, yeah. But it's just, it's so good. It's so beautiful to see that. So it's just these steps that he follows to get to a certain position. And then he just, you know, keeps making it better and better. Yeah, now he just shielded Aviator. Always nice to have more base skill. I would expect him to sell out of the small... can buff Ultras, but that's not really happening, right? I would expect him to sell out of his small future fin this turn. You could even sell out of Drakari as well, if you care, but the guy is on kind of full HP, so you could also just sit, say, that's enough. That's an 82k attack cleave, yes. 82k attack cleave with Divine Shield, and it's golden. And he built that because of Future Fin. And that, if that Murloc sits in his hand for another turn, let's just see if he does that. Yeah. So if that Murloc sits in his hand for another turn, which it does, it's going to be like 160k, right? Because he's gaining about 80k on all his guys. Because that Aviator is also 80k now. So the Murloc in the hand is 160k. Yeah, this guy also Future Fins. But he just did the comp, right? Which is, I have Future Fin, I keep it on my board, I have this Murkai, and then I have a Scout that is being buffed. Whereas XQN was more like, I'm going to use my Future Fin to buff my Future Fin, then I'm going to triple it, pull it in my hand, buff my Future Fin even more, which is very reminiscent of how you play AFK Buddy, which is make a big guy and then eat the big guy and then make a big guy again and then eat the big guy again. So that's what XQN did, but probably even more difficult than the AFK Buddy transition, because you have to triple the Future Fin at a strategic time, or you'd have to make a new Future Fin in your hand and golden that. Pretty insane. So the opponent didn't die, but he's mentally already dead. The worst kind of fate. He's dead. He just, you know, it's not official yet. All right, let's see if he does anything. No, he's just AFKing, which is honestly a good call. Save some brain power. Give Bob a nice 10 tip golds. Or sorry, 10 gold tip. Oh no, he did play one. What did he do? Oh, okay. So he ended up selling for the big shield. Okay. He still gives a 10 gold tip though. Yeah, he sells that small Future Fin, which is basically what I said last turn, right? But he didn't do it yet because he didn't need to. So now he buffs that other Divine Shield Bile Spitter instead, which is, you know, you're not losing because the opponent can't build something that kills your board in one turn. Like, it's not happening. So still going with the strategy of giving Bob 10 gold for next game, making sure you have good heroes and good early minions. That's how that works, right? But like, playing the big Murloc helps versus scam, because now if your opponent happens to have a Leroy into your Bile Spitter, there's another big Bile Spitter in the hand. But again, it doesn't matter because the opponent is dead. Giga dead. Like ultra dead. Omega dead. Overkill. All right. GG's, man. So that happened because he got Elise, but he also got a good leveling, and like he leveled at the right times, I mean, but he also was able to sell those mycologists after only one use when he had Bran, which is like, so, man, that's where I want to be at, that, where I can just see the game and be like, okay, the mycologists always go. So I'm going to try to really work on that, where I ask myself what my board is going to do. Because he got enough money with the baller spell for one turn, and then he copied the baller spell with Murkai, which gave him another double pair, and then he got a triple from that, which is more 7 drops.